9 letters, 3 syllables. Say it and you'll probably scare the pants off the closest adult.
Recession!
Yep, recession. It's a word that's been thrown around a lot lately.
A recession.
A recession. A recession.
The recession.
But what does it actually mean? And why is it so scary? To help us understand, let's meet Wendy. Wendy is a hairdresser, and a pretty good one.
Wendy, you've done it again.
Wendy spends all day cutting hair, and in return has plenty of money, which she then spends on other businesses.
1 puppy dog, please.
Because Wendy's doing so well, other businesses do well, which keeps everyone pretty happy. That's kind of how the whole economy works. Everyone relies on everyone else, and when things are good in one area, they tend to be good in others. But things aren't always good, and pretty quickly Wendy's customers can stop coming in for a trim. This means Wendy earns less money and can't afford to splurge on other businesses, meaning they have less money too. If it happens across an entire country, then the economy can go backwards, as something called the Gross Domestic Product, or GDP, declines. The GDP is basically the total value of all of a country's goods and services, from iron ore to haircuts, produced over a certain amount of time. It's usually published every 3 months, or every quarter. And if it declines for 2 quarters in a row, then it's called a recession. And that's what's happening in Australia right now. Recessions can happen for lots of different reasons. There could be a stock market crash, interest rates could increase, or people could just get worried about the future and not want to spend a lot of money.
Bad enough that I don't want to invest in anything at all.
People are still trying to pin down the exact cause of our last recession, which happened nearly 30 years ago.
This is a recession that Australia had to have.
But this time, it's pretty clear-cut.
Flood, fire, drought, and now the coronavirus pandemic.
Australia has had a tough year. From fires in January, floods in February, and COVID-19 in... well, that one's still going. All this has meant lots of people have lost their jobs, or they've had their wages cut. Those that do have money, well, they're just not spending it. So that's meant our GDP has gone down.
So, are you gonna get a haircut or?
Sorry, I literally just got this cut. It's not all bad news though. Places are starting to open up. And compared to a lot of countries overseas, Australia's economy is actually doing pretty well. Plus, the government has been spending a lot of money to keep the economy going, with programs like JobKeeper and JobSeeker. The trouble is, they're due to finish up in September, and some are worried that'll make things worse. So the government's trying to come up with new ways to get us out of this recession. Still, we're heading into some pretty uncertain times. And many, like Wendy, are hoping business improves soon.